Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Manny. I've been in e-commerce for the last 13 years. I've sold over $85 million worth of products online. And I started this channel to bring you guys real, raw, honest truths about e-commerce and how you can scale your brand, right? If you're new here, please press subscribe. It'll mean the world to me. It just shows me that you love this type of raw, real, organic type of content. And so let's get into it. So today, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is why most of you cannot scale. Now, I can't tell you how many founders I've met over the past couple of weeks that are stuck at that sort of 1 million a year mark and they struggle to scale. And 90% of these people answer my question like this. So I'll ask them, what are you doing outside of meta ads to grow your business? And most of the time their answer is nothing, okay? Now, let me tell you guys the problem with this and how people fall into this trap, okay? When you launch a new brand, of course, you should be using Meta to scale, okay? It is a great vehicle for growth and it can give you direct conversions straight away, okay? So the problem is that after a while, if you're solely relying on Meta, you will sort of hit a threshold where you can no longer physically scale. And this is most likely because of your business economics, okay? So there are a few different metrics involved that I want to discuss with you guys. The first being your AOV. Now, if you have a lower AOV, meaning that you can acquire a customer for less than someone else who has a higher AOV, you're not able to spend as much to acquire that customer, meaning that you cannot scale as much, okay? So, for example, company A has an AOV of $50. Company B has an AOV of $100. Both of these people are competing and going after a very similar audience. Their cost of goods are the same. However, company B has figured out how to increase their AOV, enabling them to spend more on that first customer acquisition cost. Who do you think is going to be able to scale more and outbid each other? Company B, right? So what happens? A lot of businesses launch, they start scaling on Meta. They're told that making money online is easy. They put all their effort into ads and then they try to scale. The problem is, like I said, is eventually you're going to reach a point where you can't physically spend more and maintain profitability on first sale. And that is because you put all your eggs in one basket and Meta is not enabling you to continue to grow. And this is honestly what happens to so many brands once they hit that $1 million a year mark and they're stuck at that point for the next 2 to 4 years. And then the worst part about it is they convince themselves that they're fucked and their business can't grow anymore and that they may as well give up, okay? Now, I want to show you guys something, okay? Have a look at this. Now, this is a customer journey experience, okay? So let me grab my mouse and show you guys. Now, this customer here spent $170 with us, okay? They first viewed us through Klaviyo, then they went to organic, then they clicked through Google, okay? This customer saw us from organic, then they clicked through a meta ad, then they clicked through a Google ad. Now, you can see the more that I scroll, the more clear it becomes that all of these customers have been hit through our marketing through various different touch points, okay? So with our current brand, we're scaling now, we're doing about $1 million plus per month from this month. We're 14 months in. We are not just relying on meta ads, okay? So we rely on a lot of different sales channels and that includes organic, as you can see there, Meta, Google ads, TikTok ads. I'm just about to launch Pinterest ads as well, okay? So if I quickly show you guys the last 365 days of our store, and I'll show you how we've been scaling. As you can see, okay, we started off last year around that 40K a month, then we went up to 125K and so on, okay? And now, you know, if you just look at like sort of, where is it, month to date, we're already on 611K for the month, okay? And it's currently the 18th of March. Now, why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you guys this because it's possible for everybody, but you need to understand this one thing, okay? Now, please follow me with this. Think about it from a user's perspective, okay? It doesn't matter what product you're selling. This applies to every single e-commerce brand. Do not get trapped into thinking that you can scale a consistently growing, long-lasting brand with just Meta. Let me explain why. When you're building up a brand, you need to build something that consumers connect with, okay? That's what brand building is. And it also involves storytelling, okay? Now, one way in which we can grow our brand and sales is through brand awareness. Yes, that's right, brand awareness. Now, you may have been told that brand awareness is a waste of money and blah, 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 blah. I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely bullshit, and brand awareness will scale your sales and your brand infinitely as you grow over the years, okay? Now, will brand awareness explode your sales within 1 month of starting to really activate that part of the business? No, it won't, but it takes time and consistency, okay? So, ways in which we can grow our organic presence and our brand awareness is through your organic strategy, okay? So, think about it like this. What are you doing as a brand to grow your organic presence? Running ads, posting a photo here and there on Instagram is not growing your organic presence. You need to have a clear and defined strategy, okay? So, for us, the purpose of our organic is to entertain and educate our consumers, okay? And as a byproduct of that, of the entertainment part, we build community around our brand. We build a community online, okay, that we're not necessarily paying to acquire those people. This is through organic, TikTok, Instagram, emails, blogs, etc. But what we're doing is we're building community around our brand, and we're building brand awareness at the same time. So there's a level of education that's going on with that consumer group at that time, okay? Now, what happens is the more that you do that, the more that people buy into your brand, not with physical dollars, with mental dollars, okay? They're buying into your brand. So what are ways in which you can do that? Now guys, just remember, I'm sorry if I stumble my words here and there or if I have to pause. I'm filming this in one take. I don't edit my videos. This is raw. This is a raw organic channel. This is coming straight from the dome, straight to you guys, okay? So bear with me. Now, back to what I was saying. When you're growing that organic audience, you want to educate and entertain, okay? So it's important for you guys to share stuff that is going to encourage connection between the user and the brand, not the product, the user and the brand. How do we do that? Easy. Sharing behind the scenes, what goes on in the office. Here's what's coming next. What do you guys think of this? You know, polls. Anything that people can engage with on your organic socials is a must. The easiest way to grow your organic following is through Reels and TikTok, okay? Now, Reels reach a cold audience. They reach an audience of people that do not follow you. So it's really important for you guys to double down on that. And the thing is, it takes time and consistency, like anything in life. You can't expect to just do this for a month and see your followers explode. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll hit a video that really goes well at the start. But you have to have some patience with this, guys. It has to be a focus for you, okay? So make sure you double down on your organic strategy. As you can see, one second. As you can see with what I showed you on Triple Whale in terms of the customer journey, people are coming from our organic, or they're coming from a paid ad, then they're coming from organic, then they're coming from Google. So anyway, what I'm saying is, guys, your organic presence is very important. And if you've been told that brand awareness is a silly sort of thing and it's a waste of money, you've been absolutely lied to. That is the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life, okay? When you have more brand awareness, your ads convert better. It's black and white. Think about it for a second. You see an ad from a brand, all right? It's the first time you've ever seen an ad. You're scrolling through your account. You see an ad from a sunglasses brand. It's the first time you've ever seen it. What do you think that is doing? That is building brand awareness, okay? It's the first time you've ever seen the brand. What I'm saying to you guys is, though, is you don't need to pay for that brand awareness through just ads. You can do it organically through the content you're pushing out. But the reason why people are struggling with this is because they're still stuck in the mindset of, oh, I need to sell product. I need to sell. Okay? And that is not true. You need to entertain. Okay? So that's enough on organic. Now, let's move over to ads, which is what everyone's following me for and what you guys think is the most important and blah, blah, blah. All right, now, I'm here to tell you guys the hard, cold truth, okay? The reason you can't get past that $1 million a year in sales is not because of an ad account problem in terms of structure. It's because of a content problem, and it's because you're relying on Meta, all right? Now, I already told you guys how AOV can impact your ability to scale because of your customer acquisition, etc. Okay? Now, this also applies to brands that have a high AOV. Okay? So, get ready for this one. Listen, you have a content problem. You do not have an ad account structure problem. Okay? Stop going onto Twitter, looking at different posts, completely changing your ad account structure, thinking it's going to magically fix your business, okay? The reason why you have a scaling problem is because you don't have, sorry about that, guys. It's because you don't have that brand awareness, okay? Which means that you're paying to attract a user at a higher price than what a brand with more brand awareness has, okay? Leading to higher cost per clicks, higher CPMs, and ultimately higher CPAs, okay? Which means that the brand that does have big brand awareness, they can outbid you because their CPAs are lower. People are clicking more. They know your brand. They've seen it before, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is because you do not understand your customer well enough, okay? So what you're doing is you're launching a bunch of ads. Okay, say it's for a hair growth brand. You're launching ads with people that are losing hair and you're throwing them up and you're hoping glue sticks to a wall. That is the worst fucking strategy you can ever do. And let me explain why. Number one is if you've got a hair growth brand, for example, selling product to someone with hair or selling product to someone that's losing hair is way too broad, okay? Meta does not know how to deliver your ad to the right people, okay? It may deliver to the right people, but it could deliver to the right people in a more effective way. Now, let me explain why. If you do customer research, and let me just go into this for 60 seconds because I don't want this to be too long of a video. Now, people that are losing hair are in different stages of life. Someone my age, 30 years old, who's just started to lose hair, has a different emotion, a different desire, a different persona to someone that is 50 years old that is losing hair and has lost hair for the last 20 years. They don't have much hair left, those guys. Poor bastards, right? So the way that you talk to me versus a 50-year-old should be in a different way. But the problem is that when you're just running ads to anyone that's losing hair, you're speaking very broadly. You're probably running ads like every other hair loss brand that doesn't know their customer well either. And you guys are just competing and going with the wind and hoping to God something sticks. You're telling your design team, make 20 static ads, go onto Aspire tool and copy their ads and blah, 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 blah. Okay? So what I'm saying, guys, is if you just slow down, actually put effort in, and I know it's a boring thing to do. I understand it. Trust me. I want to get dopamine from the sales and from launching ads the same way that you do. But it's not about chasing dopamine. It's about making money and making smart decisions for your brand. You need to look at your customers. Break down micro demographics within your bigger demographics. Come up with a persona for each of those people. Okay, work out where they're at in their hair loss journey as an example, and speak to those customers directly and do your customer research. It's very important. And then, only then should you be launching ads to scale, okay? So the thing is, yes, creative output is important, but so too is doing research behind your creatives and learning why things are working and why they're not. Think about it like this, all right? Let me just replace the camera. Now, if you don't know why an ad is working and not working, then what are you even doing? You're not learning as you're going, okay? The whole idea to become a better marketer, a better business person, a better brand owner, whatever, is to learn from mistakes and understand things clearly so that you can implement those changes in what you do next. That's how we grow as human beings, okay? Now, this applies the most to ads, okay? Because obviously it's a big lever for us to grow our brands. But you need to understand why things are not working and why they are working, okay? So talk to your customers, ask them about themselves, start to do that sort of research, right? Use tools like AI. There's so many tools available for you guys to be able to do this, okay? So give this a try. Let me know how you go. A lot of people have been commenting, wanting to know how we do our creative process. I've just told you guys. We look at our personas, we look at their problem solutions, we speak to them in a way that makes them feel like we're speaking directly to them, and we can scale, okay? It's very simple. Now, the last thing, okay? I know I'm not going to edit out me drinking the water, and I'm not going to edit out the bloody clock ticking away, because you know what? I want to keep this real, raw, and organic. Now, the last thing is, why is it important to run on different channels? The reason is if you think about it logically, okay? Our attention as human beings is not just on Facebook and Instagram, all right? In fact, a lot of your audience will be spread thin across a lot of different platforms. Now, if we just quickly come up with a customer journey process, right now, me and you, let's talk about it, okay? I've just seen an ad for a pair of shoes. I've clicked the ad, okay? I'm on Instagram. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm about to go to bed. I've gotten up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, I've had to do the dishes after dinner, blah, 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 blah. I'm exhausted, right? I've been working all day. Okay, I have to do the dishes after dinner. All right, so I've clicked off of that ad, okay? I've kept scrolling because I'm already in a numbing out mood. I just want to numb out from the day. The next morning I wake up, okay? Now, I go on a few different websites on the internet and bang, their competitors' shoe ads have popped up on those sites. They're following me because the competitor is also bidding on those sort of key terms, and they know that I'm looking for a similar pair of shoes. Now, that brand that's running on Facebook has most likely lost the sale because I've clicked on the competitor's ad on Google. And the same thing applies on TikTok. If I jump on TikTok, which I don't use, by the way, I fucking hate TikTok. Anyway, if I click on TikTok and then I'm scrolling and I click on the competitor's ads, oh, let's check out what they've got. Bang, they've stolen me as a customer. So guys, stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Meta's not the only fucking platform that exists. You need to be on all different platforms, okay? Otherwise, your competitors are stealing customers from you. And I promise you this is the case. When we launched Google and TikTok ads with my current brand, Sasha Therese, our sales exploded, okay? Absolutely exploded. And now, like I just showed you, we're averaging over $1 million a month in sales, okay? So guys, look, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And again, guys, please press subscribe. Please press like. Help push this content out to more people. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know what else you want to see from me. Have a blessed day and all the best in your journey.